Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The term Green Revolution was used in 1968 after the introduction of the wheat and rice varieties in Philippines and India and Pakistan, and the production was increased several times. All this was made possible due to the hybrid varieties introduced by the scientists of the Japanese, American, Mexican, and other developed countries of the world at that time. In this context, the Nobel Peace Prize award was awarded to Dr. Norman Borlaug in 1970 for his research and activities in this regard. Good results were obtained from the varieties, and remember that the hybrid varieties were introduced in the areas where there was low production. The hybrid varieties were introduced with fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides, and proper supply of water for the irrigation. Remember that all such things were funded by the foundations, Food Foundation and Rockefeller Foundation, and other foundations established through campaign from hunger, freedom from hunger campaign, and by the FAO, the UNDP, World Food Program, and other organizations of the United Nations. This was the achievement because of several factors such as the fertilizer, hybrid seeds, large pieces of lands, and other things. In the large pieces of lands, it was the issue which raised that it dislocated the small farmers which moved from rural areas to the urban areas where there is joblessness, and they were unable to perform some proper job activities over there. Moreover, when the production was increased in those specific areas, they were exported to the nearby countries or to the other countries of the world by the large exporters, and the people are the poor people residing over there remained unable to get that benefit. And even when such projects are started in a country, the small farmers don't get that much benefits from that through their respective governments or through the policy or through their unawareness, that they remain unaware about the situations. If I have also noted, the researchers also noted that the hybrid varieties were not that much resistant in some of the cases, as the old varieties were resistant to the unfavorable climatic conditions. For this purpose, the United Nations and other institutions funded the research activities to introduce some other new hybrid seeds which can combat the unfavorable conditions and can grow with low supply of fertilizer, pesticides, insecticides, and low supply of water, and can combat with the environmental conditions. All such projects are funded by the United Nations and its other related agencies. Remember that for research activities, centers were introduced, established in the countries where they were required. It means that they were established in those countries where they were growing or introducing the new hybrid seeds or the new hybrid varieties. For example, they established some centers in the Nigeria, some centers in the Peru, in the Washington, in the India, in the Senegal, and in other parts of the world to properly combat with the conditions prevailing over there. Now, if we summarize the Green Revolution, that is the introduction of the hybrid varieties which needs fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides, and proper water supply. But if it is not available over there, then the production will be not that much effective or not that much great. So the scientists were trying to introduce some hybrid varieties which can grow with low supply of fertilizer, pesticide, insecticide and water supply, and can provide sufficient food to the people. And through green revolution the food is produced and is exported to the nearby countries, but the own people are not that much benefited. In the Green Revolution, all such projects are funded by the United Nations and its related agencies such as the FAO, UNDP, uh, foundation funds, and other individuals can also contribute in its financial assistance. And the researchers were working for it, and still there is the place where the scientist will provide the seeds which will be able to grow with a minimum supply of such things, and the world will be free from hunger. This is the main objective of the green revolution which they are trying to achieve. If you have any question about this lecture, please ask. I will appreciate. Thank you.